Right, so I guess we gotta put the vape away.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like once you get used to it, then it's super fast. Because I got actions to set everything up.
Yeah.
And I just.
Oh, you have like frequency set like presets?
Yeah, they're all. I did my own actions for them.
I need to learn. Oh, I gotta stop swearing. I need to learn how to do that.
You can get them off YouTube or
I
some
just
already
downloaded
have
one.
them. Yeah.
I just
But like
downloaded
I
one.
made my own because I have a different.
But
way
it's
of doing
always
shit.
different. The frequency set, like it's always like you always blur it a little differently, and you always put.
With mine, you can change it.
Oh, okay.
Like it goes through it, and then it comes up to the Gaussian blur part, and you change
Oh,
it.
You have to make that
okay.
smart objects because smart objects you can they're like not on the actual image.
Well then,
On the side, so you can do that.
The more you know.
the more you know.
The more you know.
I learn a lot from you guys.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back. See, I'm reading the damn thing again. I said I wasn't
told you
gonna
you were
read
gonna
it. I
fucking
said
read
I wasn't gonna read it.
19-year-old Ace.
Shut up. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Born to Create podcast. My name's Ace Fothergill, 20-year-old photographer. Suck it. Videographer.
There you go. Finally got
And I
it.
guess today I'm a graphic designer since I've been doing a little bit of that.
A little post
A little bit of that. But welcome back, everyone. Make sure to check us out at Born to Create podcast on Instagram, or on YouTube, Spotify, and on iTunes. Appreciate all the love you guys have been giving us, everyone for listening and everything like that. You can introduce yourself now?
Yeah, all right. I got time now. Are you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
So I'm Frank, content creator and strategist.
This
We're
changes
changing
every
it.
episode.
We're changing it this time. Fuck it. It's easier that way. All right. So on this episode, what?
Last episode, you didn't even say you were a photographer.
No, I know. I remember I was watching it. I was like, damn. I was like, whatever. Who cares? But yeah, so
I'm
on
sure
this
they
episode, what is it? Episode 9? 8?
Yeah, episode 9.
Episode 9. We got Cap Studio.
What's going on?
So you can introduce yourself.
What's going on? My name is Chad. I'm a 25-year-old photographer based out of the Ottawa area. Let's go.
Oh.
Alright.
Fuck, nice and easy.
Nice and easy.
All right. So how'd you start photography? Like, how did you find the passion to just go and start?
Basically, I started with videography. I started with music
Okay.
videos because before I was a photographer, I was a rapper.
Alright,
Yeah,
that
fair
explains it.
I was a rapper, so I was always into media and social media, stuff like that. So basically, that segued me into videography because I was doing like music videos for other people with like a crappy, like I think it was like a Canon T2 with a kit lens. Like it was absolutely embarrassing if I look back at those. I edited in Windows Movie Maker and what's the other one on Mac? iMovie. Yeah, I edited in iMovie.
Oh man.
And I was using stock transitions. But anyway, I won't segue too much. But photography, basically, I just had a friend ask me if I want to do a shoot for them. It was a girl I used to hang out with, and I did a shoot for her, and it actually turned out real cool. That's when I got into the whole editing the photos too, and that's when I really got interested. So yeah,
That's pretty sweet.
yeah.
Man, Movie Maker, man.
Oh.
Way back, I remember for like school projects using that.
Oh, yeah.
I had some
man.
sick
Does
transitions.
it even exist still? Like
My transitions were lit.
Shit was so old.
Man, you know
Yeah.
the ads you keep seeing for the 850 transitions or whatever?
Yeah.
Bought it. They were great.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, me and him slid on it.
Really? How much was it?
55
$50,
bucks. I can
yeah.
send it to you if you want.
You can send it to me.
Yeah,
I don't have to pay for it.
they're all chilling on my Dropbox right now.
Fucking yeah, send them over, bud. Holy.
Oh, they look
There's a
pretty
couple
sweet.
good ones. There's
Yeah,
a lot
see
of
the YouTube ads, right? Like
Yeah,
it
yeah.
shows the transitions. I'm like, yeah, I want that.
I clicked on it, I was like, 55 bucks? Hey, Frank, you want to split on this?
Yeah, I was like 2 a.m. You're like, yo, look at these, man. I can get all these presets and it's half off. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, just fucking buy it and I'll split it. Let's go.
That's sweet.
Why
No, they
not?
actually
Might as
look
well.
dope.
Yeah.
They got like 2K, 4K, like
Yeah, whatever
1080,
resolution you want.
720, like
Even if you want to do like
vertical.
Oh, that's sick. Yeah,
Oh,
I'd
yeah.
definitely be down.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Send me the link.
But so this episode, we want to talk a lot about kind of weddings, since I know you just recently got into shooting a wedding.
Yeah.
So explain to us kind of how you got into shooting that wedding, and I guess the little tip that I kind of gave you to get into that.
Yeah, for sure. Actually, I mean, the only biggest reason why I wanted to shoot weddings for a while, and I didn't really know how to get into it, and like just that random shoot that we did, you suggested maybe you should just hit up a bunch of wedding photographers and see if any are down to have a second shooter and shooting for free as well. So that's what I did, and I ended up like signing a contract with another photographer, and so basically I'm like half of her team now because
Oh,
she
shit.
actually really liked a lot of my work. So it was pretty cool. So now I'm gonna be doing weddings with her, and I just did my first one, which was pretty sweet. It turned out really good. A lot more work than I anticipated.
Yeah.
A lot more work. Like, wow. And there was some challenges in the wedding and that I overcame. Like, it was really hard. I don't know if you want me to go over them now or you want to wait for it.
Well, was everything like what you expected to happen?
No, not in the slightest bit.
Oh,
like,
shit.
it was a big part was trying to gather everybody, because obviously they're newly married, right?
Right.
And it was like hard to get them all into one spot and to get photos of them and stay on a specific time frame, and that was a big challenge. I'm so used to shooting portraits, so like it is like you have to really adjust your f-stop. You have to bring it up so you get a lot more in focus.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Explains your F14.
Yeah, it's true.
I don't
Oh,
know.
I remember why I have it at. Yeah, so what he's talking about is he turned on my camera to try to like set something up for me, and it was at f14. So, I put it at f14 because I had a group shot of like 100 people, or it was probably more than that. And I was tripping out. They're all like, "Yeah, group shot, let's do it." The whole wedding party goes into this like circular room for a group shot. First time ever doing. I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna get this shot. I'm like, and I'm worried as hell, dude. So anyway, I ended up getting a really nice shot that I could probably share after, but that's why I was at f14.
Oh, man, I've done those like that. Oh man, like we had a stage and they were all lined up, and I'm like, I'm on 24 and I'm still backing up trying to get a good shot. Oh man.
Yeah.
Like, the worst is trying to get everybody's face to look towards you. That's a big thing.
Exactly. There's always that's
That's
a
the one
big
person.
challenge too. There's always that one person that wants to like look at the birds while you're taking a photo. Like, man,
Like that's why you need to set up a tripod. Like that's what I've learned. Like set up a tripod, take a couple shots, and then you can switch the faces if ever you need to. Yeah.
that's a great idea.
So like yeah.
Wow.
The more you learn, eh?
The more you learn.
little tips.
Little tips. Yeah, for sure.
So how was the wedding like overall?
Overall, I give it an 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
No, actually, no. I'll give it a 7 out of 10.
Are you going
How
from
was
your
the food?
experience or from shooting?
No, the food.
The food was great. 10 out of 10. I that was one cool thing as a wedding photographer is you get like a sweet meal. Like they cater you really good.
That's not always though.
No?
No, depends on who you kind of deal with.
Well, all my weddings they have, so.
Yeah, you're one.
My one wedding.
Right.
But yeah, that was really cool.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah, man.
That's sweet. So, kind of, what did you learn from this, or what did you take away from this experience?
This wedding.
Yeah.
Mm,
Like, what's one of the biggest things you kind of learned from it?
get a tripod. Well, I have a tripod. Bring my tripod. If you're gonna do video, bring a glide cam or some sort of stabilizer.
Yeah,
Make sure your optical stabilization is on. Because for the first little bit, it wasn't. I shouldn't be saying this too much because clients might be watching this, but yeah. Overall, though, I did a video for it too, so that was a big challenge. Yeah, I was switching between camera and video, so that was
That's the worst.
That was
That's
a
the
huge challenge, adjusting the frame rates and stuff, and figuring out which ones I'm going to slow down and which ones I'm not. Because I usually like to shoot at a lower frame rate for video to make it like a little more cinematic. But then if I want to slow something down, obviously I have to speed up the frame rate to 60. Or, the shutter to 60. So yeah.
Fun times, yeah.
Fair enough.
Video and pictures at the same time is the worst.
Yeah. So
I've tried it before. Fuck it.
man. Also, when I was filming the father-daughter dance, like, I took, because the Bridget left, or Brittany, sorry, she left, and she's like, she only stayed for half the wedding. I did the last half myself.
All right.
This is my first ever wedding.
She just left you.
I was tripping out. Yeah. So
So
I have to do the video and the photography as well. So for the father-daughter dance, I did half photography, half video, and that was. So like as soon as I was done the video at the start, I like smashed on my speed light real quick, adjusted the shutter, and I actually ended up getting some really nice shots. So I'm actually happy with how that turned out.
That's sweet. At least you've experienced that, and it kind of makes you think quick and puts you into that challenge.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna have like a lot more knowledge for my next one, and I'm gonna just be that much better. So everyone is gonna get better and better for sure.
Now you know why there's two photographers on the wedding.
Yep. Yeah,
And a
absolutely.
videographer, if
You usually have two photographers and then a videographer.
No, 100%. I'd really like to get a drone too. You can get some nice shots with a drone.
you gotta watch out with the drones. because
legal
they
reasons or whatever.
they just released a new law June 1st. I was watching a Peter McKinnon video today actually. New law June 1st that basically you have to go through a whole bunch of licensing and a course to actually be able to fly your drone.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
And
so
then-
you can't just be
man.
anyone, and
No.
it's a 3-day course, 10 hours a day. You needed to set up certain like cones on the ground for your area that you're shooting in, and like there's a beginner.
But is
and
it really
an
that
advanced
big of a
one.
deal? Like I feel like
Not yet.
there's not gonna be like cops flying around like
I don't
looking for
know.
drones and shit.
I was watching the
Not yet.
video. You need to have like, you need to be in contact with like your local controlled airspace type of thing. Like there's
oh
a
my god.
yeah.
Yeah, so you have to fill out a
Watch the
whole
video.
form of when you're gonna fly it, for what time and where and all that.
Oh yeah.
It makes sense.
And you need the map
but-
and everything. You need to know the weather and like how they do the weather and like
You're
You
basically
need
a
to-
pilot.
you basically need to know everything except how to fly a plane.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what I got from that video.
That's crazy, man.
Oh, it's insane. It's stupid. So that's why I'm not buying a drone anymore.
I might just keep it low key. Like,
You're still good for now. The laws are like for now
Yeah.
until they.
Well, it
soft
went in June 1st.
Yeah, but they're
It's definitely still soft, but
big time.
I'd watch out for that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
don't break the law. Like,
You can bend the rules though.
yeah, you can
Oh.
bend it a bit.
Definitely. So
Yeah.
how do you like the wedding scene so far?
It was pretty good. It would be a lot better if there was 2 photographers the whole time. It would have made it much less stressful. Other than that, I like it. It was I always like to create like emotion in my photos and stuff like that, and weddings is huge for that. Obviously there's so much emotion in it.
Yeah.
And like yeah, it was really good. So overall I like the weddings. I've obviously only done one, so we'll see how the future ones go, I guess. You never know, I might do one more and be like, no, that's it, I'm done weddings. But
No, that's fair.
I've wanted to do it for a while, so I'm definitely going to do a few, and maybe that's what I'll do.
That's sweet. At least
Yeah.
you've gotten the opportunity and like actually kind of put yourself out there to do it, and not
Oh,
just
yeah.
say you want to do it. Like a lot of people who
I
just
just
say they
messaged-
want to do shit and don't do it.
I just messaged so many people that shot weddings. I just typed in like wedding photographer in Instagram, and I just messaged like all of them.
Yeah.
Like not all of them, but like probably about 20 of them. Like
There you go.
That's
there's
sweet.
so many of them.
So how many responded? Like curiosity.
About 3. Like 2 said they were interested, and then Bridget, she was really into it. So she's like, yeah, no, 100%. I've actually been looking for a second shooter for a while, like someone that'll like be consistent. And I'm
Yeah.
like, awesome, that's sweet.
No, that's sweet.
So I got paid for my first wedding, which I wasn't. I was gonna do it for free. I was.
Yeah, that's even better.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it was great. I loved it.
No, I'm so pumped to hear like
That's
me
dope.
actually like give
Yeah,
some
man.
information
Props
and
to
then
you
go
for
out
that.
and do it.
Yeah, that's.
I love that. I'm
I know
glad you
Gary
did.
Vee always says that too. Just like work for free, man. Also, like I've just been messaging a lot of different businesses and stuff too. That's how I did the video for the eyelash company.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, I'm just messaging people and getting my name out there, man, and seeing who wants work.
Definitely.
Like, especially if you want to work for free, like people like rarely say no.
Oh,
And and you get connections from that too. Like it's sweet, man. So
it's
Yeah.
insane. Welcome to our world.
Yeah. yeah. Sometimes it sucks though, because I mean, like you are putting a lot of time aside. I mean, you got bills to pay and stuff. And it's like,
That is very true, but I don't know. I find like everything kind of goes around and comes around,
exactly.
and to a certain point, at least if you've done all the free stuff, then you know how much work goes into it, and then you know kind of roughly how much you should charge for that.
And if you need other
This is
people-
true.
I find that does help because a lot of stuff like even I'll get asked stuff. I'm sure you guys get asked stuff like, "Can you do this? Can you do this?" I'm like, I have no idea how much to charge for that because I've never done it.
But let's go.
Yeah.
Well, no, for sure. And I was always wondering, like, I know weddings is generally like you make quite a bit for them, and I was like,
Yeah.
like why did people get paid so much for them? And then now I see why, because like it's the hardest photography
Oh,
I've
that's-
done so far.
Mhm.
So
Big time.
it's definitely you earn every penny. Like
Yeah, because
No,
like
definitely.
it's one moment you screw up, that's it.
Oh,
So
yeah.
like,
It
Oh,
depends.
yeah.
There's some stuff that you can recreate.
yes, but I mean like,
not
But-
sharpness though, and out of focus photos you cannot recreate that.
like
no.
it's one wedding, so like you miss something, that's it.
No,
Yeah.
very
Most of the
true.
time.
How's the video coming along for the wedding, or have you even looked at it yet?
No, I've looked at it. It's coming along good. I'm doing something like cinematic with it,
Okay,
with
yeah.
a specific song that's their song.
Okay, that's
And-
actually sweet.
Yeah, it's their song, and I guess that's like what they met like at a bar or something, and that was their song. So I'm chopping clips up through that, and then I'm adding in, because I filmed all the speeches too.
Okay,
So I filmed all the speeches from like the what do you call it? Well, the bride and the groom and all the family and stuff, and they were really like emotional and stuff. So I might be able to make something really cool. But it's a long process, so I'm done all the photos, but I'm taking my time with that because I've never done it before.
That's true.
Really, like that sort of thing. So I really want to make sure it's nice.
That's sweet. I can't wait to see that, man.
Yeah, no. Awesome. And I didn't guarantee anything to them. It wasn't in the contract, the video. I just told them like, I want to try making a video. Are you okay with that? And they're like, yeah, absolutely. We love that. So
no, that's sweet.
It doesn't really matter how it comes out, but I want it to be like great. So
exactly, especially by doing that, you can show it and it gets you into the video world of weddings now.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, so if you like that, then you can
make some more money.
Like you can, exactly. You can add it on top of what you do. It's like offer pictures, but look at this little clip I made.
Yeah.
So next time when people hire you, you're like, oh, I can cover video as well. You don't have to get somebody else. So it's all in the same company or same group.
100%.
Yeah. And you just racking in the money.
There you go.
Racking in the
get commission. You're all good.
Yeah. You want to ask the next question since you were so curious about it?
Yeah. Okay. So I had this one question.
Wow.
Ace did this way back.
Yeah.
Why do you have your camera name in your bio?
Well, I had my camera name, and I had Canon spelled for my first like 3 months of my Instagram. I had Canon spelled wrong. It was with 2 N's because I'm an idiot.
Oh man!
And I had like 3 photos on my Instagram. I'm like, man, like why isn't anyone down to shoot? Like it's like, anyways, I have no idea why I have my camera name in my bio. That's not like a thing people do. I guess, but
I saw people doing it, so I was doing it.
It was back in the days. A lot of people, a couple years ago, a lot of people did it. But then,
you know how much I paid for my camera? Like I want people to know that. Like I am shooting on some solid gear. Like
but what does it matter?
It doesn't really matter that much.
See? Like, I don't know.
Actually, no one really cares, because, like, I've seen your photos with your, like, T6.
Yeah, I had a T5.
T5, sorry. And they were sick, like, better than a lot of, like, my photos. So, I mean, like, it's all about the photographer, man. Like, it really is.
But,
you don't need the craziest gear. Like, it helps.
Decent lens, and you're good.
Decent lens.
Like,
that's
what glass is key. Me and him have been talking a lot about glass the past 2 days.
I've noticed such a difference when I've switched from that nifty 50. Like I'll shoot every single thing I had on a nifty 50.
Everything. All my T5 was all on nifty 50.
Oh yeah.
But like it's a decent glass for the price. Like it's
an amazing starter lens, and it's so much better than a kit lens.
Under $200, that's just amazing. It's insane.
Yeah, it's like why is an f1.8 under $200, and then you go to get like a Sigma or Canon, it's like $2,000. Like I wonder. I'm actually curious how much it costs to make the lens.
Dirt cheap. It's plastic. It's just straight plastic.
But there's some like
fix it back.
Really like I don't know, sophisticated glass in it and stuff. Like I guess.
Well, there's not that many opticals in that one. And like the nifty 50, it's a small one. Like the glass is like this small, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you're going for like a Sigma, it like there's a bunch of elements, the science behind it. It has IS. It's like image stabilization and like right, like that's then the build quality, like
because I took video on my nifty 50 before and it was just trash.
I've done a whole video.
Disgusting.
But I did a whole video on the nifty 50.
Yeah, I did a music video on it.
Yeah, it's doable, but like you have to manual focus that thing, or else it goes like focus 25.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man. Well, the Sigma isn't too much better. It sounds like a crane.
That's like a Tamron.
I heard bad things about Tamron. I was looking for
a new one. Not a new one.
This guy in his Tamron.
I'm buying it.
You're buying a Tamron?
Yeah.
I was like this close because it's like $500 cheaper than the one I have.
Well, you have the 24-70, right?
Yeah.
No, it's the same price.
Really?
Yeah.
The older one is complete trash. I've used it before.
Yeah, I heard there's a lot of faulty ones. That's why.
Oh yeah, I put it on my camera. It doesn't focus. Or like I was looking through doing headshots. My whole image would go like this. Like the whole image would clunk. And then I was like, what the hell's going on? Like the whole sensor inside would just, or the glass would shift. I was like, what the heck's going on? But the newer one is insane.
Damn. Well, it's too late now. I'm not going to go trade in my Sigma 2470 for... But regardless, I love this lens. Like it literally does anything I want other than quiet video. But but other than that, no, it's for photography, it's amazing. Like, and videography, I don't do too much video where there's a lot of vocals in it right now anyways. So.
Yeah. No, that's fair. Yeah. What's your next lens then?
Next lens?
Yeah.
7200 probably. Yeah.
You need,
Probably 7200. I really like the depth of field, so. Yeah.
Beautiful book. Yeah.
I know.
The
It's
Canon
yours
one?
is so sick. Like, man.
It's so heavy, but it's
worth
nice.
it.
It's worth it.
Oh man.
Honestly, it's probably the same weight as my 2470.
Mm-mm.
I'm telling you, this thing is heavy.
Mm-hmm.
He's getting it. He's got to go get it.
But it's longer, right? So like you have to hold it back.
That's true.
That's the thing.
That's true.
Like that's just a lens,
Yeah, that's really
right? And like it's longer too, so like you're dropping it.
For those of you listening to this on audio, he is now holding my 70-200.
Yeah, I definitely want to get this lens though. It's really nice.
It's a
What'd you
beast.
pay for it?
It's 2.5.
I didn't pay anything for it,
Oh yeah,
My
your
parents bought it.
Yeah, your parents. Yeah,
but
nice, eh? I'm joking.
I wish.
roughly like $3,000.
$3,000.
Rough. I think that's what it goes for. I think it's the Mark III or the Mark II. I don't know.
How does the
2.8,
opticals?
yeah.
Oh, it
It's a
doesn't.
2.8. They also have an F4, and they have another one.
An F4 is like $1,000 cheaper, eh?
Oh,
I think so.
You
It's-
can
it's
get
a
the
lot-
older. If
I'll
you
go
get
with the F4.
You have the F4 too?
My dad has it.
Jeez.
yeah, because if you get the one without IS, I know they're like $600, $800 only.
Yeah.
Because like way back when I started, I was like, I should get one, but I was like, it's F4. Why would I spend like $800?
Yeah. Do you
So I was like,
would you even get the same, like, you would still get a decent depth of field, I guess. Like,
oh yeah, it's just like
Like
you
some
can't
nice
shoot
bokeh.
indoors. You'd have to use a flash
Oh,
indoors
yeah.
no matter what.
no matter what, yeah. you'd
So
be
like
screwed.
that was the reason I was like, So then what I did is I bought. Yeah.
Oh
that's
my
that-
God.
That's
That's
light.
what I'm
That's
saying.
light work compared to that.
And that doesn't have the IIS, right? Or does it?
I don't
think so.
It doesn't.
This
So,
looks
yeah,
like a
that's
piece
like
of shit
$600,
compared to
$800.
I'm not gonna lie. Like,
That's what I'm saying. Like
damn.
that's why.
yeah.
That's wild.
So for those of you that can't see this, we now have the F4 and the F2.8 on screen.
F4, 2.8. Big difference,
Yeah.
for sure. That's awesome.
That looks just so
Definitely
weird. The F4. It looks so weird.
It's so weird.
I know Kyle has one of those. The other ones.
I have a mug like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, Frank hasn't.
I got a 24/70 mug.
Yeah. mine's like a big one like this.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, the best thing is when you do it. You put if you have a couple lenses, you put all your lenses and then you put that mug right there, and you film it with that mug, and you're like, look, I got an L lens. Look.
Man, it pissed me off so bad though, because it's Christmas, right? My parents know I do photography and
Yeah.
stuff. I open my gift and shit, and I open it up. It's a fucking 2470, bro. I'm like, let's go. I'm like so pumped. I'm like, wow, as if they're like looking at me weird. I'm like, as if, and it's a mug. It legit looked like the box for a 2470.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
so pumped.
Bro, that's what happened to me, man. My cousin got it. I'm like, wait, my cousin's dropping 2K on the lens. I'm like, wait, that's not right.
Yeah.
I look at it. I'm like, I open it up. I'm like, oh, it's a mug. I was like, that's dope. But I was like,
You just
fuck,
take
man.
it, throw it at him, return it.
Yeah, it's a bunch
Where's
of
the lens
bullshit,
at?
man. Like, so I was really disappointed.
Wow, yeah.
Oh, I bet.
Especially if you're looking for 24/70.
Yeah, I was still on my Nifty 50. I didn't have any other lenses.
Yeah.
I was like, let's go, man. So my mom's like, what do you want for
Oh,
Christmas?
man.
I'm like, honestly, like, she's like, what can I get for your camera? I'm like, Mom, like probably nothing. Like, honestly, everything's so goddamn
You,
expensive.
you
It'd be
can
really-
pitch in, but
Yeah, you could like give me like $500 towards a lens or
Yeah.
something. And yeah, so she ended up getting me a fucking 2470 mug. So that's cool.
yeah.
Hey, close enough.
There you go.
7200.
Photography
mug.
related.
Yeah.
Oh man, how do you
Yeah.
like shooting zoom compared to prime? Because like you've done the switch, or
My-
you're still using both.
I don't use the 1.8 too much anymore. That's another piece of advice you gave me that changed a lot. I
Yeah.
was shooting everything at 1.8, and
Yeah.
I didn't realize the difference in like clarity. Like,
Oh yeah.
I don't know. So that's a big difference. The zoom, I find it took a little bit to get like used to composing it right.
It's so different.
It's so different.
Yeah.
Everything's like one spot usually, and then with the zoom lens, it took a lot of time to figure out how to use it right. I don't know. I like shooting at 70 though,
Yeah.
like straight zoom, because the
Yeah.
depth of field is nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wait for the 7200 though.
Oh,
7200, yeah.
So nice.
especially or events, man. You can get some nice
Oh
candids.
my god, I bet.
It's
eh?
insane. Like
Oh.
you can be at one end of the room and just shoot in the other side of the room.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I
kind of weird, but like you can get
I
some
kind of
nice
call it my
candids.
stalker lens.
Exactly.
Because
Yeah.
that's technically what you are.
Yeah, that'd be sweet for a wedding. Like,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
another thing I noticed with my 70. It almost wasn't enough. because there's the whole event, all the tables, and then the bridal table, like the main one,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And then I can't just stand in front of them and shoot because like that gets in everyone's way. So I was kind of like on the side. If I had a 7200, I could have stood back there and took clean shots. Like
Yeah.
it would have looked like I was right there.
Yeah.
So yeah.
See, I was debating on getting a 16 to 35 next, just to
Depending
complete the triple.
Yeah.
16 to like 200, right? But
16 is like you get some nice landscape with that. Like
oh yeah, but I think I'm gonna go with the 35, just strict 35.
Yeah.
I think that's.
Yeah,
what
I
I'm
talked you into that.
Yeah. Well, it's good for video, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like 16 you would get some like almost like a fisheye effect on it. Eh? You get a lot of
It
Close,
depends
but, like-
because they have a 15 that is fisheye, but they have a 14 that isn't fisheye.
oh okay.
So it depends.
But like what I was telling him, was it yesterday or something like that?
Yeah.
Is like it all depends what you're doing. If you're doing concerts, you're doing landscapes, then yeah, 16 to 35 is the best bet.
Mhm.
But if you're leaning towards video, well, most of the time you want IS, you want image stabilization.
Yeah.
You can't get that on a 16 to 35.
Yeah, that's a big reason
So
why I
you'd
didn't get the
have
Canon.
to you'd have to move over to like a 35, and it's prime, so it's sharper.
Yeah.
Prime.
Primes are sharper. Oh man,
Yeah.
there's
Oh,
a
yeah.
huge difference.
Wow.
It's not that huge. It's not that huge.
You
I-
can do 2.8.
I found
Right?
this. I find this sharper.
Well, it's
Yeah.
it's sharper than a 50. Yeah, it's sharper than a 50.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
sharper than a 50,
for sure,
but-
nifty 50. But like, pair up my 85 compared to it.
Oh yeah,
night
yeah.
and day.
That's another lens that'd be really nice too.
$600.
Yeah, it's $600.
Oh yeah.
It's
Brand
not.
new?
It's not.
It's
L.
1.8. It's 1.8. I don't
That's
like the
good.
1.2.
No.
I'd get the 1.4.
1.4 because
The
1.8
1.2
1.2 is nice, but
yeah.
it's slow. If like as a portrait photographer, you want it to be fast.
Yeah.
That lens is slow, so you're gonna miss half the time.
Yeah.
Nice bokeh, and that's about it.
It's slow and like
It's heavy and chody.
yeah. I
It's
was gonna say it
fun,
looks
yeah.
like a show. Like it's literally like this big and about this.
Yeah.
Damn.
Like it's no yeah. Get the 1.4. I think it's more expensive.
No,
it's not.
It's between the prices. It's not that bad.
Okay.
1.7 maybe.
Either way, for now, I mean, I'm content with my.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I can pretty much do anything I want. Well, for right now, anyway.
Yeah. No doubt.
I just gotta like. It's just a little harder to do it, you know.
Yeah.
So,
Just gotta move closer and move
Yeah.
further back.
exactly. Yeah.
No, that's for sure.
Let's go. Oh, that kind of screwed it up a bit.
That's just syncing the audio.
Oh, okay.
So let's talk a little bit about portraits. Do you prefer
Portraits.
shooting like indoors, outdoors?
Honestly, outdoors, man. Like
Yeah.
outdoors is so much easier. Like, I also, if you want to shoot indoors, like having a speed light is almost key, or just having like some sort of external lighting.
Yeah.
Because it's like next to impossible.
Yeah.
Indoors, and I used to think it wasn't, but it is. If you want a good one.
Yeah. 1.8,
1.8,
we're good.
Yeah, 1.8. Like I got some lighting. I could bump the exposure in post and make it like grainy. But overall, I do like shooting outside more. One thing I have a lot of difficulty with is harsh sunlight. Like, man, harsh sunlight pisses me. Like, oh, I don't like
Get a
it.
diffuser.
Yeah.
Diffuser, yeah.
Yeah, you have one, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a 5-in-1 diffuser. I think it's like $60.
Yeah, they're dirt
It
cheap.
just kind of sucks because you need someone else holding it. But
Yeah. No,
you
it's
can get a
super-
stand, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I've noticed some of my shoots though, like with the lighting, it's just way too crazy. And then you turn down the highlights, and their face looks all weird. So it's like
Or even an ND filter.
ND filter, yeah, that would help.
It would a little bit.
Yeah, but you'd still get harsh on the face. Like usually, my tip is, have the model's back face the sun. So what happens
Yeah, you
that
can
way
do
is
that.
you can go behind, like underneath or whatever, and like the sun could be on their back.
Mm-hmm.
But like it depends how high it is, right? If you're like midday shooting,
Yeah.
obviously I would still do it. Like that's the one thing too, is grab a model, super stupid as hell. But like if it's bad lighting, don't grab her, but like be in front of her.
Grab your model.
Grab your model,
Grab her
shake
and
her
shove
up, and you're all good. No, what you do is turn in a circle, do a 360 with her. So walk around with her and see how the light reflects on her.
Yeah.
and from there you'll see, like, right?
There's a different way without grabbing the
You can
model.
just,
No,
like,
you don't.
use your
No, I
You
know.
just
knowledge.
use your hand trick and go over the hand,
Yeah.
and you can see where the lighting's coming from.
Yeah, I
right?
know, but you can. Yeah,
Instead of
but
slow dancing with her, like, here, like,
no, but
stare at
have
me.
her and then just move with her to see
Yeah,
how it
yeah.
reflects on the face.
No,
right?
that's a good idea.
So you don't have like the eyelashes, shadows going down the face. That's the number one.
That's
Oh
very
yeah.
But yeah, like I usually,
That's
that's the thing. Usually it's sun behind them, so then you can bring down the, fuck, crazy. You can make the image darker, so the background's still like, it's good. It's,
it's
not like,
decently
it's not, like,
exposed,
it's not
and the other one's not
overexposed.
overexposed.
Yeah.
And then I mean, like, Canons are kind of crap, but I mean, you can bring back the image.
That's just fucking trash out here. You
Bro,
shoot with a cannon.
I know, but yeah,
Yeah.
it's still trash for night shots. What I'm saying is you bring it darker, so your background's nicely exposed, and then you
Yeah.
can bring her back to what she's supposed to be for light and her heat, right?
Yeah, that's true though.
So you have a darkened image. So like Brandon Wolfel, like your images are dark as hell, and then he brings the crap out of them in. You would
Yeah.
do that, but in mid sunlight is what you would do if you don't want harsh, like blown out highlights or like too dark stuff.
And I would always have them like facing the sunlight. So
Yeah,
because I thought like you want them perfectly exposed, but I should try that. Like,
No, yeah.
but I thought that would give more of like a silhouette kind of look, and I wasn't really looking for that. You know? Like,
you don't go to that point,
yeah, I guess. So.
right? Like there's a balance of doing it.
Yeah,
you
It's
just
either
gotta
you
shoot
bring-
with Frank and watch how he does it. It's just-
There's like
that's what we're
different
gonna do.
ways.
We're gonna have to do that.
Yeah. It's either you bring them in the shadows or you just do your own shit.
Facts.
So do you prefer shooting guys or girls?
Pretty much mostly only shot girls. I did some like
Why?
rappers.
Why?
Why?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. They're just guys usually. I don't know. I haven't worked with many male models. Mostly because none have really hit me up. I've had like girls, like they always, like the female models always hit me up. So
Oh yeah, girls always want photos taken.
yeah, guys don't really
Always.
like care too much unless obviously they're a model or whatever.
Yeah.
The only photo shoots I've done of guys have been like rappers that I've worked with.
No, that's fair.
And I don't really know how to like pose them or anything. I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm really like I don't know what's good. Like I know how to pose.
that's fair. That's fair.
I don't know if you've ever had that too. Like I don't know.
Yeah, like that's what I had to do at the start. I was like, the guy's like, "How do I pose?" I'm like,
Just
I don't
freestyle it, man. Yeah.
That's
Like,
why you
thank-
do shit for free.
Thank-
Figure it out.
Thank God it was a
Exactly,
street style
exactly.
shoot, so it's just like look down, go like this, and like it's street style, so it's like that's easier.
Yeah.
And then I end up doing like headshots or more like
Yeah.
commercial stuff in a way with guys, so that's
Yeah.
easier.
The one you did of that poker player by the train
Yeah.
or whatever,
Yeah.
that was
That was-
clean, man.
yeah.
That was
Oh, yeah.
sick.
Oh man, we were in auto, we're looking around, we got a couple of nice shots in auto, and we're like, man, there's nothing here. And he's
Yeah.
like, let's go for like a destruction kind of spot, like a
Yeah.
demolition derby section or whatever. I'm like, yo, the train and Gatineau, let's
Yeah.
go. So then we went and we
Yeah.
shot there.
Yeah, that thing got torn down though.
I know, I'm so pissed.
Yeah, I know.
It's completely
never even
broken
got to shoot there. It
Yeah.
sucks, but whatever.
So
That's
goes,
Ottawa.
one more will pop up, guaranteed.
Oh yeah.
A broken down train?
Oh, probably.
Well, I mean, there's a couple in New Orleans, I think, but we'll see.
Really? I didn't even know that was a thing. Trains, they just leave them there?
there was one by Costco.
Yeah, I guess if they
Yeah.
fall off the rack or whatever.
There's one chilling over at Costco, like a construction train and shit. But train tracks are fun to shoot on. Nice leading lines on them. They're fun to shoot
I
on.
disagree, but
You don't like train track
no,
shoots?
never
Uh-huh.
will, never did, never will.
I don't know, man. Like that Prince of Wales Bridge, I just did a pretty cool shoot there.
Okay, yeah, that's different. That's a
I mean,
difference.
every-
Train tracks, bro. It's train tracks.
I didn't
Train
shoot.
track.
I didn't shoot on a train track. I shot on the side.
Same
I didn't
shit.
This
there's
is
the
true.
group chat.
So like what I hate about train tracks is like one.
There's leading lines though, man.
Yeah,
They're
but
clean.
one is dangerous. Like it's a,
You can see the train.
no, but I
Yeah.
mean it's a stupid risk.
You want to scrap right now?
It's no okay. It's a low key
Let's
stupid
go.
risk, but like that's not my. It's overdone, bro.
Yeah.
Like throughout history, it's all like filming on a train track, girls stuck on a train track. Like it's always I don't. For me, I
That's
find
true.
it's overdone in that way, and I
Yeah.
just rather not shoot on a train track. But that's just my opinion.
No,
like,
100%. I mean, like, you don't want to be doing all your shoots in like train tracks. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
yeah,
But
not my thing.
I don't know. I used to do them back in the days.
Yeah,
It's close to me. I'm in the country, man. It's
yeah,
close.
exactly. Yeah,
It works.
no, exactly.
Sunsets normally look gorgeous through the leading
Yeah.
lines and everything.
That's another thing too. Is I really I'm planning a lot of more of my shoots at like later in the day
Yeah.
because I like the lighting better. Man, like at 1-2 p.m. it's just
It's so harsh.
it's so harsh sometimes.
like it's I find it's good for guys.
For guys?
Yeah.
Because you want to. It depends what you're trying to do. But like, I rather have harsher light. So like, one side's more lit, one's a little darker, so you can have more mood into it.
Yeah, that's split lighting.
Yeah, split lighting. Like it chisels their jaws and shit. Like it's just, I find it's better.
No,
For guys, like you can deal with like direct sunlight in the middle of the day with guys more. Girls, it's just a pain in the ass. You just really need to know what you're doing, or you have a flash with you to like fill it.
Yeah. No,
do you ever have you ever had an experience with like a model where like her makeup was just like too much and you completely changed it in post?
What do you mean by changing?
Like sometimes I've noticed some models that with their makeup they have like I don't even know what they call that.
A
Bronzer,
highlight?
the fucking highlight and bronzer. Shit.
Yeah, but sometimes it's like way too much and it just looks weird. Like
yeah,
I
okay,
guess
yeah.
you could completely change that up, like.
Yeah, because like especially with frequency separation, like
Yeah.
the splitting tones, I would like bring it down and then when I do my dodge and burn, and I can bring it back in the way I want it.
Exactly.
Depending on the shot, like it depends what we're going for, but yeah.
I just my last two series I just introduced like dodge and burn.
Yeah,
Like
it's blessed.
literally
It's blessed.
man, and it kind of annoys you when you realize you went all this time just
Without doing
butchering shit. No, just because you don't dodge and burn doesn't mean you butchered the photo.
Yeah.
But like, man, I could have I had so many good photos that could have been just like
the next
amazing.
level.
Yeah.
I love. Yeah, that's the thing for me.
And now I'm getting so picky. Like I literally like I don't
Yeah.
just throw everything on the Instagram. Like I really plan it out, and I don't know. I wish I would have did that the whole way, but
Yeah, because that's the thing. Once you start doing it, it's hard to go back.
yeah,
Because like I see how like I can fix that little thing. I can fix it. Like shit. All right,
That's the
open up
worst.
Photoshop. Let's go.
But then you get to a point where you're just like spending too much time on it.
Yeah, you just have to realize. You just have to like realize what you can do and what you can't.
That's fair.
Like if you're doing an event, you don't even waste your time.
I couldn't. There's no way I could frequency set, dodge and burn every single wedding. One of the wedding. Man, I had like 400 photos.
Yeah, like if you're doing like
Take me a year to edit them.
an engagement or like something with two people, then for sure. But if you cover the whole event, if the image is really bad and you have to like recover it, okay. But if not, there's
just do it as
there's
needed.
no there's no point into it. They don't like it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
So you just have to know like where to stop and how long you should edit for and like what's enough.
Yeah.
Just curious, since you guys both do portraits, how many photos do you usually send the models?
Depends on
And
the
do you
shoot,
send them
but
raw?
No. Never raw.
Do you offer them raw if they pay?
No.
Okay, I do.
Oh, we had.
No, that's fair. You can.
I offer them raw if they pay. that sounds fun. But yeah.
It's a file format, guys.
No,
just
straight up though, it's just
that's fair.
I just really hate when they post raw photos, man. Like it's bad. Like
That's why I don't offer it.
yeah.
We had a huge argument about with a model from Montreal about that.
Oh yeah. She wanted all of them.
I don't really want to get into it.
Yeah.
But it's just big process. I'd rather just stay with that.
But edited photos, like generally 10,
Roughly 10 to 20.
10 to 20.
Roughly. It depends on the shoot.
Like
right?
full blown edit, like full blown everything Photoshop and everything.
I'd give like 10 max.
Yeah, me too.
10 max of those ones. Because usually what I
For
do
a free
is
shoot, like
Mhm.
I just pick out the bangers. Like you're doing it for you as well. Like it's for your promo.
yeah, so I'll pick like 5 to 10 that are like close rubbed, and then I have to bring in Photoshop and like clean up the way I usually do it. Just that's how I shoot. But when they're further back or more of a whole body shot, then half the time I don't have to. So then like those are the ones like I add in that I don't have to go in Photoshop.
Just color them up a bit.
Yeah, so I usually give like 15 to 20 images to people, but like half of that is like further away shots or shots I don't really fully need to go in.
No, for sure.
Like I'm starting to cut stuff down too. It's just because like end of the day people only post like 3 to 6 anyways.
Yeah, no,
it
exactly.
all depends what you're
Right?
shooting for and what they need it for.
Yeah, like people
That's
generally
always
only
what it comes
post
down
like
to.
3 to 6 anyways, so I'm starting to cut down to like 5 to 10.
5 to 10 is what I always do, yeah. And I've had models where they want them all and they pay for them. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's
it is what it is. Like
even better.
Because like
because if I'm gonna send them all, I don't send them the raws. Like I at least touch them up a little bit. Like I'll put a little preset on there or something.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. So like this is another thing that I don't know. A lot of people from Ottawa do. I don't know, but it's I like. Do you just pick the pictures you like and edit them and then give them to the model?
Yeah.
Or do you let them? Okay. Because
just right off the bat. Yeah.
Because there's other ways. Like the other way would be like you can either send them
Not a chance.
contact sheets.
Yeah.
So what contact sheets are is like one page with like 10 images in it, and like the raw are slightly touched up,
And they
and
can
then
pick.
they pick the ones they like,
Yeah.
and then you can add the
Okay.
ones you like.
Yeah.
So there's
So they can't save that. They can't save the pictures.
no, they're
No,
like it's legit
it's
an
like-
8.5 by 11
Yeah,
page, and they're like
small photos.
they're
Yeah.
just- like I have a preset set up, so I can just slap it on and it does it for me. In 2
Okay.
seconds.
It's kind of
That's a really good idea. Yeah.
Because like sometimes I do it for some of my models if they ask for it. I'm like, if you really want to pick them, and like then sure pick them.
Yeah.
And then I'll add the ones I want or whatever, right?
Mhm.
So if I'm doing like an album cover or like headshots or things like that, then for sure, most of the time I'd be like, pick the ones you like, let me know, or even during the shoot, let me know which ones you like.
That's what I do the most of the time. I'll be like, hey, which ones are like your favorite? Like I'll go through
Yeah.
a lot of them, and I notice them too. They'll be like, oh yeah, I really like that one. I can go and I can rate it right on my camera.
Yeah.
5 stars, and
Yeah. So like,
then I see that in post. And,
yeah, like I kind of do that. I used to do that way. It's just like it's time consuming because after the shoot, you have to sit down for like 20 minutes, her going through the pictures. That's why I'm like, I'd rather go home, put them in my program, set it up in like 5 minutes as I make a coffee, and then just send it to her, and then she
Yeah,
can take
that's a
3
good
4
idea.
hours and go through them and pick the one she wants, and I don't have to like.
100%.
It eliminates you having to do that.
I used to do that process too, but not with like what you did. Is I was dumb and I put them all in Dropbox
Oh yeah.
raws.
Yeah.
Then they save them, and they upload them, and so
Yeah.
that's why I stopped doing that.
Yeah. Like, especially one reason like I don't send raws is because of the fact that the editing is also part of art.
Oh, absolutely. It's
And I
like,
get that the model
massive.
has their own opinion and how they like stuff. But like, I don't know. End of the day, it's still my image attached to that photo.
Yeah.
So if
100%.
I don't like it, and like, I was often like, hey, if you don't like certain things, let me know and I'll fix it.
Yeah. Like if
Like, I have no problem doing that. I'd just rather have you not edited it. I'm not saying you're bad at editing, but if you screw it up and it looks like shit, then that's my name attached to that image. Like,
Yeah,
or at least
exactly. And
put
they're- I mean,
edited by you.
they're not a photographer. They don't know what like is like generally looks good and generally looks bad, because they could like just increase the exposure to a ridiculous amount and be like, oh, I actually really like this, but it, like to anyone else's eye, they're gonna look at it and be like,
Or slaps a freaking
'Cause-
Instagram preset on it and
Ugh.
a filter.
let's not even get
But
started
like
on
it all
that.
depends, right? Because like I rather have if the model or somebody wants the raws, let me know before the shoot, not after.
Oh, 100%.
Because then
tell them
I
all.
would give them the price for raws.
Yeah.
Because what I'm thinking is, let's say a company has a specific way of editing and they hire like legit professional editors to do like the whole retouching.
Yeah.
Then you'll send them raws, but your price is gonna go way up because you're sending them the full raw files and they can do what they want with it.
Yeah.
Then
100%.
in that case, then yeah, it's fine sending raws and things like that. If you're doing contract work for businesses and things like that, just like including your price. 'Cause,
yeah,
like,
not collaborations.
Yeah, no.
if
If you're just doing for models, then no, because they don't know what they're doing. But if it's sent off to companies that they have like a certain way of doing images, then for sure.
Yeah. I'm gonna get you real mad right now, real quick. Okay?
What?
The mouse has been in this shot this whole time.
Yeah.
Every
Oh,
episode.
man. All right. Not
But you, like,
sponsored
you-
by
well, I
what
guess
that
you don't.
company is.
You can still see it.
Oh yeah.
Every episode, some piece of wire is chilling in there.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay, though.
man. We should just have an episode like guess the wire, and every episode we have like a random wire. Like, is it an iPhone? Is it like what kind of wire is it? Is it for the mic? Oh
That'd be funny.
yeah. Jeez.
Want to get into the lightning round?
Let's get it.
He's all Red Bulled up, man. He's ready to go.
Oh, I'm so caffeine. I need to like hit the gym or something. Like, wow.
Lightning round. We
I
still
still
need
need
to
to
make
get
a
that
logo
board,
and
man.
everything for this, but
That board's way
Yeah,
too
you should make like a
expensive.
dramatic kind of
I
like
need-
shaky.
we thought about it.
Yeah, that or get a board and just press the button. But like they're like $100.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
pay
like,
for that board?
For a board.
Like
for a
the-
board.
I
man.
ain't paying for that. You can pay for that.
Oh,
I
I'll
ain't
get
paying
an
for
app on my phone and just like, have a horn playing.
I
Or like
bet.
YouTube this shit right now.
that. No, we don't need to. It just plays for the next half an hour. Just that's all the
Just some-
episode
just
is.
Jeopardy going on.
Is this how many of these lightning rounds have you done?
You'll be our third. Yeah, because we got Dom.
10
Downcast.
hours of air horn? Holy. Who does that? Like,
People with a lot of time there. Lightning round.
Is this straight? Okay.
That's trash. Okay,
All
we're
right,
spending
there
too
we
much
go.
time
When
on
we
this.
start.
We're spending too much time on it. Basically, 10 questions answered off the top of your head as fast as you can.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. Number 1, famous person you'd like to shoot.
Ariana Grande.
Number 2, favorite food.
Pizza.
Number 3, morning or night person.
Night.
4, if you could live anywhere, where would it be?
Florida.
Number 5, go-to lens. In general.
24/7.
Number 6, favorite drink.
Sigma. Favorite drink?
Yeah.
Shit. Corona.
Number 7, first thing you'd buy if you won $1 million.
Trip to Vegas.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Number 8, who would you call if you got put in jail?
Probably my dad. He has the most money.
Number 9, Mac or PC.
Oh, man.
Mac.
Number 10, what would you tell your younger self?
Don't be so stupid, man. Just don't grow up. Yeah.
Better than Dom's answer. I'll give you that one.
What did he say?
Keep it going.
Keep it going.
Oh, man,
That's
funny.
that's awesome. That's really cool. You should time how long it takes people to answer it, and the quickest one wins.
Oh man.
Well,
Why not? Why
Frank's
not?
got to get to editing.
Yeah. You could you could start the countdown or whatever
Oh,
and
yeah.
see who answers it the quickest. Because I have Red Bull in me and shit. I won that by far. No one else beat me. So
Oh man.
Me and you need to do it on the next. See, we know the questions though, which sucks. But
Yeah. Well,
me and you need to do it on our next episode.
yeah, and what we should do is later on get a compilation of everybody's just answers, boom, 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 boom.
Yeah,
It's
really fast.
random crap.
That wouldn't be too bad.
That'd be nice.
That wouldn't be too bad.
you should switch them up every once in a while, the questions though.
Yeah.
Just random things.
Try and do every 5 and then switch or whatever, something like
I
that.
think you go on Google and type in random question generator.
That's what we did.
That's how we.
Is
That's
it?
how we
Yeah.
ask 10 questions.
We wanted to
Oh, shit.
obviously have photography stuff in it, but need to
Yeah,
have some
facts.
random shit in it. But is there any message or special thing you want to leave with the viewers?
Keep grinding, man. Keep learning. Educate yourself. Education on your craft is so important. Don't just jump into things. Ask people if you have questions. There's so many people in the community to help out. And keep grinding, man.
It's good inspiration.
There you go.
Do you have any questions for us?
Pretty much went through them all for the video. So yeah, man, overall
Fair enough, man.
good.
So where can people find you at?
CAP.STUDIOS613 on Instagram, Facebook, Capital Studios and Promotions, and that's it.
No, YouTube? Don't want to show it the YouTube?
Oh, I got a YouTube. That's new. Oh man, I don't know my YouTube link. It's type in Capital Studios and Promotions, you'll find it.
It's probably just link in his IG there.
Yeah, we'll put the link in bio for
I
everything.
think it's
Yeah,
there,
it's
or just
there's a
check it
link in my IG. Latest video. You can find it there. I also got some music videos on there. I just actually dropped one. So make sure to peep the music videos. And
That's sweet, man.
yeah.
Thanks a lot for stopping by.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for
So-
stopping by. Listen to this episode. Stay tuned for upcoming topics.
Up.
I'm reading the damn thing again. Anyways, stay
Keep it
tuned.
going.
Let us know who you guys want to see on the podcast. Let us know what you want us to talk about on the podcast. Make sure to follow us, like, and subscribe. Please leave us a rating on iTunes and Spotify, and subscribe on YouTube. It actually does help a lot. You can find us on Instagram at Born to Create Podcast. You can find me on Instagram at Acef.media.
FM.photography_design.
Longest username on Instagram.
Wait, did I put the shirt? The shirts on are on Dom, right? Or they're on Jag?
Oh, I don't even know.
Anyways, older episodes. Check them out. I have a T-shirt. Kind of.
You made a T-shirt.
I got
for one of the
a hoodie
episodes.
set up, and then it's just my IG handle going from the front all the way to the back.
That's
how long
actually
it is.
hilarious.
It actually looks pretty dope.
It's actually
I'm
dope.
not gonna lie. I was telling you, you should actually make this shirt and just wear it one episode.
Yeah,
It actually looks pretty sweet.
might gotta do it.
Anyways, everything will be linked in the description. You guys already know. Chase that dream. Stay woke.
Have a great summer.
Let's get it.
Live to the max.